Hey guys, Sendrith back on here. Level 8 now, as I promised I would be. I'm sitting here in Kaladim right at Red Fist's Metal. I was on my way to the Bone Chip Quest turn-in when I remembered something that I had learned from looking up on a wiki. I think when I was leveling Sendrith on blue, or was it when I was leveling Sendrith on a TLP? Um, at first I thought for sure it was when I was leveling him on blue, but then there was a difference when I visited this time. Anyway, let me get to what I'm trying to share here. The best bags you can buy are the actually not backpacks. They are the shaman pouches because they basically can do everything a backpack can do for a fraction of the weight. Now, I remember them being weightless, and I remember this guy having an unlimited supply of them. However, when I came back, I found that it had a weight of zero point 0.4, and he only has two, which was interesting. The price is about the same though for this medicine bag, so we're still happy about that. Definitely worth the money. Get the large capacity 8 slot bag, but instead of it weighing 3 pounds like a backpack does, it weighs zero point 0.4 pounds. So we're definitely spending the money to buy his stock. It says quantity 2, and yet look, he's still got 2 more. I think this will do for now though, because I want to be able to not only train up my meditate, but buy all my spells so I don't have to make a trip to the guild for a few more levels. I can stay out and continue grinding. Alright, where were we off to? Let me pull up my and parse map once again. We were on our way to North Caladim. We're gonna hit up the Paladin Guild and do our bone chip turn in before we do anything else. Here we are at 4% in. When I deemed, I started to run over here. I had 1% in. But as I was running past the haunted tower, I couldn't help but notice one of the dwarf skeletons hanging out there had a weapon, and I figured, why not pick up the extra experience and a little extra cash, because I certainly could use it. I spent all my copper and a lot of my silver buying those 2 bags. However, I think I'm still good. We got the bank here, but we're not going to hit that up. I'm pretty sure that we're going to end up spending all of our money on spells and still not have everything we want. I think I'm going to throw some points into one hand blunt, only because I do plan on training it anyway. At some point I am going to switch to a hammer and a shield. I think at this level I get Hammer of Wrath, which would be nice to use. It might even be worth trying to get my hands on a shield and using that right away against these skeletons. Hammer of Wrath does a bonus damage to undead, so I'd have an increased AC. But I really think it might be time to go. It might be time to go to Crushbone. Maybe I'll do one more level. But I think once they green out for sure, and maybe just at level 9, we're going to be making our way to Crushbone. I feel like I made a wrong turn or I missed something here. Did I go too far? I think I did. Spacing out, talking too much. Alright, let's get back out here. There he is. Gunlock Jure. So we're at 4%. Let's see what each turn-in does for us. 2%. Okay. Not horrible. But we're definitely more excited about Crushbone Orc Belts, which I think what we're going to go for now. I did not get a reward that first turn-in, so I guess one of the random rewards is nothing. Getting some rusty weapons here. Now we're overweight. A lot of weapons. I'm really hoping for more armor. I'm still got some, basic cloth on. And I even have an empty wrist slot still. There's some more boots, which we don't need. Well, let me save myself some time and drag this over here. Here we go. And this as well, why not? There we go. More boots. Alright. Well, I guess it's money. Not to mention we're getting random amounts of silver and copper with each turn in here. So once we do finish this, we will sell. Oh, there we go. There's an upgrade. AC3 over our previous AC1. Ugly. Oh, AC2. Okay, so it's just a 1 AC upgrade. And it's kind of fugly, but we're going for maximum viability here. Although I enjoy looking smart, and this looks kind of dumb, doesn't it? Oh well. It's not that bad. I'm sure it'll grow on me. There we go. Now we are encumbered, but I think this is a merchant. Yes, it is. And she's selling some of the spells that we actually would use at level 1. These look like primarily cleric spells, but I assume they're also paladin. That's why they're for sale here in the Paladin Guild. That was a nice 2 gold for that sword, and I know we got more than one of those. So we might just make back the money we spent on our medicine bags here overall. There we go. Now let's get down to our Cleric Guild and buy our spells. How are these guys feeling about me? They're amiable, which I think is what they were when I first came here, so. After I kill a bunch of orcs and turn in a bunch of belts, before I'm ready to leave this place behind, I'm sure they... Is there anything higher than amiable? I think there's one thing higher than amiable. Alright, so let me quickly pull up my cleric spell guide and take a look. Alright, so here we are looking at our cleric spells, level 9. Center is indispensable. I like to get my endure spells, but those are dispensable. We might get an endure fire, because we are going to need those for the hags. However, we're going to be coming back to buy spells long before we're ready to take out hags. So probably a few times. Fear. Yeah, at 40 mana cost, I think we can skip that for now. Hammer of Wrath. I think we should get that. When we do finally get a shield, that'd probably be our best one-handed weapon right there, especially since we're doing solo self-found. And Vigor is completely unnecessary. Restores endurance. I've never seen that be a problem. I think that's kind of a broken thing on EverQuest Classic. Root is probably our most indispensable spell. We're definitely getting Root for sure. Sense the Undead, we have no need for that I know of anyway. Soothe will be nice. I think we will get that, just in case we're noticing that Lol has still got too big of an aggro radius when we're in Crushbone for certain pulls. We can switch over to Soothe. That should get the job done. Word of Pain. We're not doing AA damage. I think we can skip that. I do want to get Summoned Food, and I also want to get my Summoned Drink that I did not get at level 5. From now on, once we run out of the food and water we got now, we're going to be summoning it. That'll crank up our conjuration and save us some money. So, Center, Hammer of Wrath, Root, Soothe. Let's track these spells down. First, I would like to train some more in One Hand Blunt. Get it up there a little bit. There we go. It's probably a bit too much, but yeah, I don't mind. Anything else? Unlock? Oh yes, I totally forgot. Meditate is now available to us. And we don't need to waste any more points on that. It will quickly max itself out. that's about it. Let's save those 17 other points. Perhaps we'll end up using them for our melee skills. Let's track down the spells we need. Not here. Oh, that's another guildmaster. Alright, this looks more... This looks like we might find our summon drink here. Let's grab that. Everything else I think... Oh, Divine Aura. Did I not get Divine Aura? Let me take a look. I think I forgot to get Divine Aura. That is a must-have. Okay. Well, that puts our level 1 spells down. Let's see the cost we're looking at here. This is for a higher level than what we're at now. Here we go. Center. Now that's 4 platinum. Oh goodness, we are not going to be able to afford hardly anything. Okay. We have enough for maybe 2 more spells. Oof. I was not expecting things to get this expensive. Oh, well, root is only 4 gold. It's just center that's killing us. Well, I guess we have to get center, and we have to get root. Bind Affinity is not until level 14. Okay. Most of our other spells are affordable. Endure Poison is, again, 4 platinum, but Endure Fire is only 1 gold. Well, let's grab that Endure Fire. Fear is 5 gold. Hammer of Wrath is 4 platinum if we want that, and we do. When can we use this invisibility versus undead? Not for a while. Soothe, also expensive. So we're looking at either Hammer of Wrath or Soothe. What I'm thinking is we're heading to Crushbone and we don't even have a shield yet. But of course, if we do manage to get the shield, we're gonna want that one-hand blunt weapon. Do we rely on Lowell for now? Or are we going to need Soothe? That's a big question. It's either Hammer of Wrath or Soothe. Let's take a quick look at what Hammer of Wrath looks like. What do we get from it? Could we live without it and just use some sort of rusty club or something? Summon item, Hammer of Wrath. Alright, we're getting damage 6, delay 32. But I believe it's supposed to do an extra 3 damage to the undead. Maybe that's at a later level. Because I'm not seeing anything about that here. 632. Whereas we've got a 936 right now. I feel like we could live without that one. We're going to go with Soothe. And that about bankrupts us. Alright. We're ready. We're ready to... Well, I guess we're ready to just go grind some more dwarves. We could head to Crushbone right now. Skeletons or Crushbone? I'm feeling like we should just head to Crushbone at this point. Level 8 is a decent level for Crushbone. I could still clean up pretty nicely. However, I got the bags I was aiming for. I got the spells I was aiming for. All except for, let's say, 1. So I think we're kind of good to go. Let's put these small bags down here. And let's put our spells in them, because they can't hold larger items anyway. Let's get our food in there as well. So they're full and out of the way. Alright, see the backpack here. It weighs 3 pounds. Medicine bag does everything else the same that the backpack does. But it's got far less weight. That is awesome. So I highly recommend the medicine bags from that, what is that, Redfield's Leather or something? That shop that I started this episode at. It saves a lot of weight. Alright. Well, we are good to go, and we're thinking Crushbone. So let's just gate. No, I was hoping we would have some extra platinum to buy those split claw gloves that I had seen. That's not the case, but maybe soon. Maybe soon. All right, back home. And look at us now. Look at us now. Let's make our way to Crushbone. So for those who don't know, Crushbone is in the north of the zone. You can follow this trail that we took in the beginning. Oh, I remember someone said they'd give me a plat each for every bat wing, so I'm just gonna kill a few bat wings. Even if I only get 10 plat. That'd be nice, right? Kill some bats on the way. So you can follow this trail. It'll take you to the newbie lift. You can continue to follow the trail just past the newbie lift to the pod lift, the Priest of Discord lift. At which point you can head north and you can find the Orc Hill lift without having to go up into the city of Kaladim and all that. Careful this trick path, it peters out into nothing. It's a nothing burger path, even though it's northward. We want to cruise west for a while, and the path will curve up to the north. I just realized you guys have been looking at my browser, but hopefully you got the gist of it. Oh man, oh well. Here I am back at the abandoned druid rings. I thought I saw a bunch of bats as I was running to the Orc Hill lift. I thought I'll stop by and slaughter them, which I did. Must have killed 12 to 14 bats, and I got a single bat wing out of it. I think I got 3 bat furs, which in my memory are usually more rare than bat wings. So yeah, awesome luck for me there. Unfortunately, the giant bats, which might still give me experience, I think they drop giant bat wings, which are not what people are looking for, since the levitation spells use just bat wings, not giant bat wings. I don't know why you can't do with the giant bat wing whatever you could do with the bat wing, but it's the way it is. Those are just too big. See here, we headed north from the pod lift. We find ourselves at Orc Hill lift. Now we're at 22 mana, and I'd like to med up before we head in there. Skill up my meditation a bit. Just started. It already leveled up to 9. Let's see what we get to. Alright, well, we sat here and we meted up from 20% mana to almost full mana, and I'm surprised that we only got 3 level ups on our meditate. However, even at such a rate, we will be maxing it out probably before we level up. When we went to turn in the bone chips, we had 4% experience and we went up to 26. I turned in exactly two full stacks of bone chips. That's 8 turn-ins. And 8 turn-ins gave us 22%. So we're just under 3% per turn-in. Each turn-in is 4 bone chips. And bone chips were more rare than I suspected they would be off of them dwarf skeletons. So really, orc belts are probably the way to go. Now, we're going to find some mobs here that are worth our trouble. But we want to get inside where we get a nice sem rate. Look, that's a white mob right there. Wow. So, and this is a blue. So here's where we get to try out our lull. Now, they got enough space between them where I know a lull is going to do what needs to be done here. We're going to use lull on the lower level, and we're going to try to take, even though he's white, we are going to try to take the higher level mob. We might end up having to run it. There we go, he looks less aggressive. Because he's white and our nuke is not so beefy against the living. Look, he's kicking our ass, hitting for 18, 16. We might just zone. In fact, why waste our time? Let's just zone this guy. He's kicking our butts. Even if we manage to pull it off, it would set us back. We'd have to sit and med up quite a bit. Why not just go find some blues and even greens to still give experience and start farming up those belts? Get enough belts, we can head back and turn them in when we hit level 9 and maybe get the Hammer of Wrath that we were thinking we might want. So yeah, those guys outside are a bit higher than the guys you find right inside here, as you can see. Now, even though they are green and they're quote-unquote reasonably safe opponents, I am still going to lull and pull to kill them. I'm not going to try to just run through them, only because I think they often still aggro when you try to do that. I'm just going to kill this one, get myself inside, find some mobs more worth my time. He is going to run at 20 or so. Usually. I guess not this one in particular. Look at that. First kill, Crushbone belt. Now that's a good sign. There we go. We got a blue right here. And I think it's kind of a lower blue. I don't think we have too much to worry about. Let's see. Yep, we're doing well against these guys. We want to save mana for nukes for when they run, because we don't want them to get to their friends. Right now we're at 26%. Let's see what this takes us to. We definitely want to fight in here more than we want to fight outside of Crushbone, because there is a nice Zem in here. There we go, we got 3% off of that easy blue. Just like we were getting 3% off the easy blues dwarf skeletons. However, these guys can drop belts, not just bones. Now, like I said earlier, the camp that I'm after to find the shield that I'm hungry for, let's make sure no one's in here, is right up here on the top of this hill. It's called Orc Slaver. Now the mobs that are hanging out in small groups should be no problem, but the placeholder, as you can see, is a white, and that could be a problem. Could definitely be a problem. Also, I'm wondering if I need to use Soothe instead of Lull, because these camps are a little tight. I think we might need to do that. Oh, I forgot. I do not have Soothe yet, not until I level up. Alright. It would be wise of me to leave this camp alone for now, and to come back level 9, level 10, and just go hunt elsewhere in the zone. But I want to see if I can hold it down, since who knows how long it's going to take me to get that shield. I gotta kill enough placeholders and get the actual mob we need to spawn, and then I need the mob to drop the shield, so I'd rather kind of get started right away. And I kind of want to test my lull. I want to find out here now if lull is going to work. Is that something on the ground? What is that thing on the ground? Is that something you could pick up? I don't think so. Anyway, medding up here, because this might be a double kill. Even though one's a green that looks reasonably safe, I'd still rather not get myself killed. I'm going to refresh my courage. There we go, full health, enough mana. We're going to lull the green. I forgot I don't need to get line of sight to do that. And we're going to pull the blue here. There we go. Let's pull him down here. Yeah, on second thought, I think we need to come back to this camp. We saw how that fight with the white orc centurion was going outside, and that's just a placeholder. If we do even manage to get the name to spawn, he's going to be tougher, and therefore definitely out of our league. This guy is pretty much out of our league. I'm going to have to hit him. We might be tempted to heal, but my advice is the best defense is good offense. The sooner you get the mob down to 20, the sooner he runs, the sooner you win the fight. And that's going to save your bacon more than usually trying to heal yourself while you're getting beat on. Later when we have root, we might do like a root step back and heal kind of thing. Oof. Okay, we're getting ready to nuke because he's about to drop below 20 and probably start running, but I'm taking too much of a beating. I want to hit him now. He resisted. Oof. There we go. Took care of him. 34%. I feel like we got a lot off of that guy. Alright. Gonna met up here, and then I'm gonna make my way to another leveling course that I'm familiar with. I will show you. Alright, we're getting close to full mana here. Getting ready to move on. I was a little worried about coming to Crushbone here on P99 Red. Because I was thinking, like, you know, Red's PvP. I know that these guys like playing PvP because every time I'm on, I see announcements when one player kills another, and then I see the back and forth in the chat, in the text, people, you know, taunting each other and getting angry. So I know people like to kill each other. So I was thinking, if I were someone who wanted to gank noobs, right? I might have a character here in Crushbone, because Crushbone's kind of one of the funnel points where a lot of people like to go level. So I wasn't worried that I might get ganked fighting up in here. They could be no more than 4 levels higher than me, but I don't know. I don't know how a cleric would do against PvP. Sometimes I think it would work alright, because you got a stun. Ooh, there's a corpse here. See? That kind of stuff scares me. Why is there a corpse here? You got a stun. You got heals. But then again, your DPS is kind of low. I mean, you got nukes. And players tend to have less HP, right? Alright, so there's a couple patrols that come down here. But I'm thinking this is a good place to start, because they should be mostly blue Centurions. Not too low and not too high. I can pull them back to here. Now this guy is no slouch. I think he's hitting for 16, so he's probably just under me. He's probably level 7. No lower than 6. For sure. But there, we're getting some lucky RNG hits in on him. We just got 3 swings at max damage, which is 18 in a row. Let's save ourselves some HP. Let's nuke him. Let's try to nuke him down. Get him down to 20 as fast as we can, so he starts running. We got the mana for it. Yeah, he's starting to kick my butt all of a sudden. I'm wondering if he's got a friend here, especially since he's not running. Oh, there he goes. Now we'll try to see if we can finish him off with melee. Yep, it looks like we can. He's not going to run back up the alleyway I pulled him from. If he did, I'd have to try to nuke him down, because there are other patrols that are going to come down almost to here. Alright. No belt that time, but that's okay. Can't get a belt every time. Let's play it safe, because we have every chance of getting ads, and met up a bit. Alright, I decided to take my helmet off via the options menu where it's not displayed. I know that that doesn't really take it off. Everybody else still sees it. But at least we don't have to look at it. I think he looks much better without it. Let's snag this guy and pull him on down, because I do feel like there's one more patrol, but I'm not seeing it. He resisted that spell. That's not good. He's a yellow. I forgot to con him. We're just gonna zone. We're gonna save ourselves the trouble. I hope. There we go. Always con. But I was going off of memory, and I remember these mobs being blue to me. Perhaps I was higher when I was last doing this. See, look, we zone, and we can see our helmet again. Let's just wait here for... Let's see what we got here at the entrance while we're waiting for the other. Did someone just run to Crushbone? I think someone just ran to Crushbone. That is scary. That is very scary. Because they could be hunting us. Meditate's up to 21 now. It's getting up there nice and quick. Kind of want to kill this blue, but I think this white would not be happy with it. Luckily, we landed a lull, so let's just take out this blue. Oh, it just come running through the wall. Alright. He hits me for 16, I hit him for 18. I'm doing well, combat-wise. Look at these guys on red, dude. They are so hostile to each other. There we go, we got a runner. We gotta stop him before he gets to his... I'm worried I was about zoning. I don't want to be forced to zone. Where's he even going right now? Boom. There we go, slowed him down. We're at 39%. We're not getting the awesome zen of Crushbone, but you know, G-Phase actually got a decent zen too. There we go, 43. So this is good. This is very good, I think. See, now we're regenerating mana much quicker, so I'm going to throw myself a light heal before I sit down in mid. Alright, we're back in Crushbone. Let me see if I can walk through these guys without pissing them off. Apparently I can. I think it's because that guy was a pawn. Ooh, was that the Centurion that I pissed off before? Is he just going home? I don't think he patrols all the way here, but he might. Here's a blue again. Let's start with him. Boom. So it seems like best thing to do is just stick around this general area close to the zone. Find the blues. Pull them out. XP is good, 3 or 4% per kill. Hopefully we get belts. Do this until our inventory is completely full with Deathfish belts, or maybe we'll pick up some weapons as well to sell, make a little extra money, because we're going to need the money for our spells. We might as well try to pick up the spells we couldn't afford that we want next time we make a trip back to town. Yeah, around here would be better, however. I might go across the bridge because I'm pretty familiar with that area over there. This guy is conning blue, and I think he can be a single pull, and I think we can break these spawns. But this guy, we gotta be careful. I'm a little worried his friends are gonna add, but I want to find out right here, right now. They will not. However, I've got to be careful with this fight. because he will run, and he doesn't have to go far to get help. It might have been wise to kill these pawns behind me and pull him back. Now I'm going to try a flash of light to see if that lowers how much he's able to hit me. He resisted it. Let's try it again though. There we go, now he's blind. There, he still hit me for 5 and for 1. And it already wore off, so that doesn't seem to make a big enough difference. There we go. 49, I think. Is it just me, or did we get 6% off that guy? Very nice. Let's break these 3 spawns here. We will lull, starting with the green. Luckily, we've got that charisma. According to the /who, I'm the only one in zone, but I don't know. When I zoned out into GFA, it seemed like the orcs had just gotten pulled to the zone line. Maybe it was just some sort of glitch. Anyway, I'll be right back. Alright, let's give this a shot. We need to refresh holy armor. I suppose I should med that up. Alright, I'm a little worried about... I think there's enough range, at least between... the middle one seems to be a little closer to the one on the right, if I'm not mistaken. I think there's enough range, especially between this guy and the others, but the others are 2 blues. And I'm just worried about a crit resist, in which case I'm going to have to take 2 blues. It might be doable. There we go. Alright, we're good. Why isn't he coming? Must be some lag. There we go. Ooh, this is an easier blue. He must be a couple levels below me, at least. There we go. So we can clear these 4 spawns. We might as well clear that green. Or maybe we'll leave that green, just to make sure that we don't have any more than 2 blues at a time. Make sure we don't get a pull we can't handle. He's running, and I don't see where, so I gotta nuke him again. Getting some lag now. It is peak internet time here in my apartment complex. Alright, and that hardly cost us anything. So I'm gonna try to pull the next one too. Yep, lol was still on. That or that guy's just too green. We're definitely getting some lag. You can even see that I'm landing hits, but we never see Sendrith swing. There we go. Alright. Not so lucky on belts since that first one. There's one more Centurion, just to make sure I don't aggro this green, because I do want to keep him there. I'm going to jump up here. He's also green. I could kill him. I think he could respawn as something higher. But I think we're going to have enough blues around. This guy has not yet respawned. The patrol I pulled over here probably has, though. Wow, some guy's trying to get his Ranger Epic here on P99 Red, asking for help. It's like a post-apocalyptic wasteland out here. You ask people for help, you don't know if they're really going to help you or if they're just going to gank you. I'm thinking we're going to wait till level 10 to try that slaver camp and get that shield. There's no rush. We got a nice two-hand weapon anyway. Might even wait till 11. We should push it here as far as we can, because Dagnar's Cauldron is a dangerous place, and while I think I could survive the run to Unrest, I want to be able to also survive, as often as possible anyway, vendoring at the dwarf in the middle of the zone. And that's a different story. In fact, I don't think I can do that until I'm in my mid-20s probably. So never mind. It's just a pipe dream. There's just too many goblins running around that island, and title lords are like 24 or something. I'm probably gonna have to do the old gate to sell, or run to sell and then gate back to the zone, because I do want to bind. Oh, this guy's kicking my butt. I do want to bind over in Dagnar's Cauldron, because death is a very probable occurrence in Unrest. Unrest is another scary spot. It's just such a common hunting ground. You can't help but wonder if someone's gonna come and gank you there. Still no belt, but decent XP. Very decent XP. Alright, I assume here we got this guy patrolling. He's green. We got this spawn back up. He's blue. Let's take a rest here. Alright, let's take this guy out. Then we'll see what else is back up. Looks like the tree man over there is back up. Except so he can be a pawn sometimes too, I believe. Yep, he's a pawn this time. But he's got a little weapon. Let's see. Maybe it'll be worth something. That's an orc hatchet. We can turn those in two at a time in Kaladim, but that quest is probably not worth our time anymore. Okay, now I'm tempted to get over to the other side of the water here. There's a blue spawn right there. We're gonna pull him. Let's see, is that guy blue too? Just to be safe, we're gonna lull that one and snag this one. So you can see why I put an extra 10 points into charisma. We've been doing pretty well on lulls. Who knows? Maybe without that extra 10 points, we would have had a resist or two. And maybe over time that builds up. And how many of those resists that would not have been resists had we had a little more charisma end up being critical resists? They result in some dangerous situations, some of which result in death. So I really think that's charisma is super important, which is why High Elf is my go-to. Dwarf looks awesome. You got high strength, you got high stamina, you got good dexterity. Your agility you can bump up to 75, so at least you make the armor cut, right? And wisdom's even not that bad, but charisma is so bad, you're taking lull off the table. And there's hardly anything. The only thing more important than LOL is, well, if you're soloing, it might arguably be your most important asset, especially as you get higher and the camps are not newbie camps anymore. The camps require some of that finesse. So I've only got 90 charisma, but it's definitely worth it. We're going to bump it up to 100 once we're 20 something in unrest and we kill the barkeep and loot his earrings. We will farm him until we get 2 of those for sure, because we're definitely going to need it for the hags. The hags are scary. The hags are very scary. Since they got high magic resist too, we're probably going to die quite a bit there. But anyway, let's snag this guy next. Skipping these greens. He's a lower level blue, you can tell. But blues are the way to go. You can kill them quickly, minimal mana and HP cost. Let's get rid of them before we get some undesirable friends here. There we go. And they still give good XP. Now down here you can get some tough spawns. Like this guy over here, yeah, he's a yellow. We do not want to mess with him. There's 2 patrols coming. I'm tempted to get these out of the way just so that I know this little spot here is safe. Of course, he could run to the wrong place here. But look, they totally do not aggro me. But I'm wondering what they would do when I hit their friend here. I'll have to pull them back to the right spot. There, we got him single. We're going to pull him down here. And we're going to make sure to kill him when he starts to run. Judging by his HP, he's a little bit higher of a blue, especially from the way he's beating on us. Whoa, he must be just under us. He must be a level 7. We're going to spam nukes. He's ahead of us right now, and we need to make sure we get ahead of him. Because it's a long run to the zone. I don't know if we make it. That's why I got my stun up though. I figured if we need to make a run, a good stun would maybe get us enough of a lead to then escape, you know. We could get a little gap between us and the mob. And if we side strafade, we could keep that gap. Finally, another belt. Alright, nice XP too. Med time. Now we're definitely skipping this yellow. And he can spawn the Legionnaire sometimes, so we're lucky it's only this guy. We're going to sneak by him though, and there's some other spawns. We have to be careful around this iron ore slaver hut here, because those guys will kick our butts too. They're probably white or yellow to us at this point. Alright, Meditate's crawled up to 33, and I'm seeing the difference. Getting about 3% per tick now, consistently. I even tossed myself a heal, and still the mana caught up to and past my HP. So we look like we're ready to go now. We killed this guy, the other guy's just a pawn. We're going to swing to the side here. Now let's see what this guy cons. He's a blue. If we time our nuke just right, we might be able to just single pull him right now. I mean, that's just a pawn over there, right? Let's go for it. Yep, we got him. This is nice experience, and a lot of these blue mobs are taking hardly nothing. Look at that, 1 nuke. And then I just beat him down. He runs at 20, right? He did almost no damage to me at all. Let's see how much percent we get from him. 71 goes up to 74. Got 3% for next to no effort. Alright, now let's see what else we got. We gotta stay clear of this house. This guy is green, but this guy is Also green. Oh, I hope I didn't get too close to the house there. Maybe they don't aggro through the wall. This guy is blue. This guy is green. I think we can single pull this blue. It would appear I am correct about that. We're getting a little deep, which is a little bit scary, but we'll cruise on back at this point. Before the guy in our way respawns, hopefully. This guy's hurting us a bit. Let's throw a little extra damage in there. Best defense is good offense. Alright, the next swing he's going to start running. Next time we hit him, he should start running. Oh, he's not. He's a brave one. He wants to fight it out. Very good. I like that. Alright. More cloth armor, another belt. That's a good haul. Let's see if we can get out of here before that guy respawns. That would be in our way. We're already at 53 pounds out of the 65 we can carry. Huh. What did we loot? Almost nothing. Oh, we got the orc hatchet. We might end up getting rid of that. Now, while we can jump down the water and climb the ladder to get over here, we gotta walk the way back proper. One of these guys, yep, one of these guys could be blue. See, I've done this already, so I'm familiar with it. Just met up for a hot minute, and then we'll take out this blue here. Alright. These guys might double aggro, so I'm gonna lull his green friend and nuke this friend here. Boom. He think it's about 2 levels below me, because that nuke took him down to 82. Seems like the ones that are just under me, the nuke takes him down to 86. So I don't think I need to use any more nukes on him until he starts to run. Our melee should overtake him because of the level variance. He seems to be hitting me a lot, but he's doing almost no damage. Yet I am also doing almost no damage. RNG for you. But this is when RNG goes bad. When you got this much level variance, RNG can go bad, and it still works out alright. Let's see if this green adds, if he helps his brother. Look, I'm killing your friend. Right in front of you, right at your feet. You coward. You coward. Oh, what you got there? Oh, I thought he had a sword for a second. Alright, now these guys, a pawn and a centurion, both reasonably safe opponents. Don't think we have to worry about them. Our buddy over here is back up. Oh, he spawned as a green this time. I didn't even check. I should have checked first. A waste of time. Unless we get a belt. Looks like a reasonably safe opponent. I'm pretty sure that's a no XP green when they're like that. Well, it's not a waste of time. We want to clear the spawns, right? When we clear the spawns, we have a chance of getting a blue next time. Voila, just like how we killed this pawn here. Now we've got a blue there. Oh, this might be one of the higher level blues. Yes, it is. Alright, we're going to have a bit of a race. A bit of a race. We got to start nuking. I didn't heal up prior to the fight. Nukes to 18, which is nice. There we go. Holy armor is fading. There we go. We save enough mana for a nuke or two when he runs. We got a bit of a med session ahead of us after this. Boom, we are at 84% already. That's pretty baller. I forgot to unpause the video before the start of this pull. He was a high level. He was probably 7, just under me. And he resisted the initial nuke. But we got him. Almost there. Alright, bedtime. Alright, I'm tempted to clear these green, at least one of these greens, if not both of them. Just so that we can get some, and I think I will do that, just so we can get some blue respawns here. There's another person in zone, and I saw him casting and fizzling for quite a while. I can only hope that he's not here to kill me. Although I don't think anybody capable of killing me would be fizzling that much. Even though I could see his fizzles, I couldn't see him. I looked around, so I don't know where he's at. Hey, we got another belt. That's another good reason to clear all of the mobs, actually. There's always a chance grabbing a belt off of them. Wow. Another belt. Very nice. Wow, we're going to be heading home sooner than I thought. This guy's a blue. Perfect. And looks like he's level 6. Went down to 82. I think the level 7s, the nuke takes him down to 85. Looks like RNG's being mean to both of us right now. Oh, there we go. He got a couple of hits. Oh, I got a bigger one. I see some light flickering up. Well, there you go. Casseroles right there. Where's he going? What's he doing? Well, he's not trying to kill me, so. The way he ran, it was almost like he was a bot. Just like such straight lines. Alright, let's see what this patrol. He looks like a big one, but he's not. We got another belt. We've been on fire with the belts. We're gonna have full bags sooner than I thought. Looks like he aggroed some guys over here. Is he trying to train me? What's he doing? Maybe. Whoa, whoa. Okay, let's steer clear of this area for a while. Let's head back the other way. That area gets dangerous. I only like to pull that one patrol guy from over there. After that, it gets dense with mobs that will kill me. So let's head back. Oh, looks like we got our tree man up again right here, and he is blue. It's only 3 more blue kills before we level. This video's been getting a little long, but I decided to just finish it out since we're so close to leveling. And it is Crushbone. Alright, this guy's landing hits on me. Light hits, but hits, and I don't feel like I'm hitting him enough. This is ridiculous. Time to bring on magic. Boom. That's right, buddy. Oh, he hit me for 14. Alright. So I think he's a level 6, not a level 7. Level 6 maxes out at 16, I do believe. But he's putting up a really good fight for level 6. Other level 6s barely got me down to 80%. He's got me down to 60. Granted, I didn't start the fight. with full HP. Alright, that'll slow him down. Is Sendrith even trying to hit? There we go. Alright, 2 more kills, and we are good to go. Alright, we're gonna once again cross the river, I think. Oh, unless we got a blue. We do. We got a blue here. Maybe this is the place to stay. The respawns are fast enough. Right, you break these 3 and this one here, and you got the one over by the flag. That's 5 spawns, all capable of being blues, but also greens. This one seems, oh, this one's a higher level. He just hit me for 15, which means he's a level 7. We gotta make sure we stay ahead of him. Oh, there we go. I landed a nuke and an 18 hit point hit, but he's still making me worried. He's resisted half of the previous nuke and then the whole of the previous nuke. Half of the second previous nuke and the whole of the previous. Boom, we got 5% off of him. We got the ding. Alright. Look at that. Grinded it out to 9. Easy and fun. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 orc belts to turn in. We still are able to carry another 6, 12, 13. So we're going to turn in 20 belts at some point soon. Alright, you guys. Crushbone it is for a while. Kicking butt here. Catch you next time.